What's going on, guys? The J Tech here, back again with another video. So next month is Apple event where they're going to be introducing the new iPhone 16, the new Apple Watch, and the new earbuds. I'm going to give a shout out to Apple Track. They kind of got the scoop on how the phone's going to look and the specs. So let's get right into the video. Maybe it's going to look different. We don't know. You know how Apple is, but let's go.
The iPhone 16, AirPods 4, and the Apple Watch X are just around the corner. So today I want to show you the latest leaks and rumors for Apple's September 2024 event. Historically, this is always Apple's biggest event of the year, and from what we're hearing, the same is going to be true this time around. So let's start off first by taking a look at the 4 new iPhone 16 models on the way. For under $1,000, we have the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus, and for over $1,000, we've got the iPhone 16 Pro and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. On the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus, design-wise, they're incredibly similar to last year. We've got the same 6.1 and 6.7 inch OLED screens on the front with the same size dynamic island. The rest of the body is also similar with the same rounded aluminum edges as before, but Apple is replacing the mute switch on the side with a brand new action button that'll allow you to remap it to whatever you want. For the colors though, Apple is completely switching it up. The pastels that we first saw debut on last year's iPhone 16 are going away. Apple is cranking up the saturation, and it looks like we're going to be getting a really bright blue, turquoise, as well as pink returning, in addition to, of course, white and black. But it does appear, according to this leaked image, that these will be the 5 colors available at launch. On the back is a completely revamped camera system, which Apple's making a pretty big upgrade to. Not just visually, they are making it a vertical stack again, similar to the iPhone 10, which I think looks absolutely incredible. This arrangement will also allow you to capture spatial 3D video on your iPhone 16, so you can play that back on your $3,500 Apple Vision Pro. Apple's even adding a brand new button on the iPhone 16 that sits below.
The Apple Vision is still 35. Nah, man, let me check. Hold on. It's still $3,500. Oh my God, it's still $3,500. When was this thing? Was the thing released like early last year? Hold on. Okay, been out. Damn, already been out a year. So it was released like in July. So it's been out a year and it's still. Oh my God, Apple be ripping people off, man. That's crazy. Still $3,500 for that. Let's continue.
The power switch called the capture button that will be dedicated just for taking photos and recording videos. The biggest upgrade by far though is going to be the new A18 chip inside. This will allow these phones to support all of the new Apple Intelligence features from Genmoji, text generation, image creation. That's going to be here on these iPhone 16s, and the major reason you're probably going to want to buy these. Unless of course you want to spend a bit more and get the iPhone 16 Pro or the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which visually are not changing much at all. While the screens are increasing in size a bit to 6.3 and 6.9 inches, and the bezels are going to just be stupid thin and look like the future. The rest of the titanium body is just not going to look that much different, except the titanium could be more shiny this year. And yes, that is a real rumor that the titanium, it's gonna get shinier. I am just here to report. The colors for the iPhone 16 Pro have also apparently leaked, in which only white, gray, and black are showed, which legitimately looks like the most dismal lineup of Pro colors in history. Although there have been extensive rumors about a brand new rose gold color option making a comeback. We just haven't seen it pictured yet, and I'm worried that it didn't make the cut. Battery life on at least one of the Pro iPhones is also getting a massive upgrade, as Apple is switching the plastic battery casing to a new metal option, which will help with heat dissipation and energy density. And for the smaller iPhone 16 Pro, it sounds like that battery size could increase by about 10% year over year, which is a huge jump, and it seems like it might finally solve the abysmal battery of the smaller Pro model. The smaller iPhone 16 Pro is also going to be gaining the 5x telephoto zoom lens from the largest iPhone 16 Pro Max, as Apple brings that down to the smaller size, enabling you to capture some insane photos, as well as the 48 megapixel sensor extending to the ultra wide lens, which is going to be a massive jump for photo quality there. And just like on the cheaper iPhone 16s, the capture button is also coming to the pros. This one is going to be touch and pressure sensitive, just like a traditional digital camera, making the iPhone feel more like a camera than ever before, which I think people are going to love. Now, the iPhone 16 Pros are also getting new AI features as well. Likely it's going to be the A18 Pro chip inside, which should have an extra GPU core for just a bit increased performance. This chip will give you all the new Apple Intelligence features on the Pro models as well, and I would bet that there's going to be some exclusive stuff for all the iPhone 16s that you can't get on even the iPhone 15 Pro with the old chip that barely runs Apple Intelligence. I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying, will we be surprised if Apple locked down new AI features to only the newest iPhones that aren't out yet? And of course, across the board for every iPhone 16 model, some great privacy and security from Apple, which is unfortunately not actually enough anymore to keep you safe from it. So again, overall, the iPhone 16 does not look that visually different year over year, but all the new AI features that Apple is building for these phones, that's going to be the reason you want to buy these. Next up at Apple's September event is a new pair of AirPods. It's likely we're going to be seeing AirPods 4th generation here, as these have not been updated in just about 3 years. And currently they sit as Apple's mid-tier AirPods, but they're kind of changing that this time. AirPods 4 are rumored to have a crossover design between the current 3rd generation models and AirPods Pro, with Apple splitting the product line into 2 separate versions of AirPods 4 in here, which I know is confusion, but let me explain. One of these pairs of AirPods 4 is said to be pretty stripped down, just super basic with the same essential features as AirPods 3. But the second pair of AirPods 4 is going to have active noise cancellation for under $200 for the first time ever, which that alone would be a big deal, but Apple's adding a ton of other pro features too, like the faster H2 chip on the inside of AirPods. It's going to improve battery life as well as audio quality. This higher tier of AirPods 4 is also getting the Pro-like case with the speaker on the bottom so you can find it easier, find My built-in, as well as likely support for a lanyard loop. And most important, a USB-C port. Apple is getting rid of Lightning on these AirPods so you can finally have the same cable for everything, which noise canceling, better audio quality, longer battery life, and the new case for under $200. That just sounds like it's going to be the best pair of AirPods for most people, including myself. But Apple isn't stopping there. We've also got 3 new Apple Watches launching in September too, starting off with the brand new 45 and 49 millimeter Apple Watch X Anniversary Edition. Aside from these larger 45 and 49 millimeter displays though, there's not going to be much else changing. The body is going to look slightly different, either a little bit thicker or a little bit thinner, depending on the rumor. And on the side here, Apple is separating the speaker grill into 2 separate holes now instead of just one, so perhaps that improves sound quality. But although the design didn't look that much different, there were some big rumors about some massive health features that Apple was working on for this year, like blood pressure monitoring, which Apple has had in active development for a super long time. It's something that would be legitimately game-changing for a number of Apple Watch users. But according to some more recent rumors, Apple's run into some last-minute roadblocks, and it's now unclear whether or not the blood pressure monitoring will end up launching this year on the Apple Watch X after all. Apple has also been developing sleep apnea tracking for the Apple Watch X, but that is said to have run into even larger issues and is almost definitely not happening on this year's watch. So with these health features potentially delayed, as well as some really minor design changes, it doesn't seem like the 10-year anniversary of the Apple Watch is going to end up being that exciting. I don't know, it just seems like once again Apple is wanting to play it safe for the Apple Watch for yet another year. That being said, there is one more watch that Apple is also updating this year, and that is the 3rd generation Apple Watch Ultra, the super rugged titanium watch that has actually been a really big hit for the company, and personally the watch I wear every day. But according to the rumors, Apple is not changing much at all this year. It's going to get a faster chip on the inside if there are new health features that will come to this watch too. But unfortunately, we're hearing that there are no major changes coming to the design aside from potentially a new space black color, which does look really cool. But all that being said, being that this is the Explorer version of the Apple Watch, potentially 2024 is the year that we see emergency SOS via satellite coming native to the Apple Watch. As we've heard rumors for a couple of years on and off that Apple was working to add this satellite connectivity to the watch. This would be huge if you are exploring in remote areas without cell service. This feature has already saved a number of lives for iPhone users. Imagine if it expanded over to the Apple Watch Ultra line as well. To be clear, this is not 100% confirmed for the Ultra 3, but it is a rumor we have heard in the past. Now, finally, it is possible that Apple could also be releasing a new version of the Apple Watch SE at the event, but it's not yet clear if that's actually coming now or next year. According to rumors, the Apple Apple Watch SE3 may be made out of plastic for the first time instead of aluminum, which is giving massive iPhone 5C vibes as Apple looks for a way to cut down the cost of this model even further. And considering that in recent years, Apple has marketed this product more and more so to families with children, a lot of bright colors for this product definitely makes a lot of sense. So altogether, we've got the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Pro with some huge new AI features. We've got AirPods 4 with a new design and active noise canceling, and we've got the new watches, which are just weirder than ever. Now, finally, when is Apple actually going to be holding this event? So far, they have not announced the exact date just yet, but based on every September event that Apple has held basically in their history, it's probably going to be taking place on the Tuesday of the second week in September, which this year would be Tuesday, September 10th.
All right, we get the picture. Okay. Still look like the phone's still gonna look the same, still gonna be the same. All the upgrade is just a chip. I guess the chip make it faster. May have, I'm sure the camera might be a little better, so they got better sensor. The sensor look like it's gonna be better. Battery life, it's gonna be better. So, what I'm seeing is just the chip and the mute button change. You know, now you can change what the direction that can go down. I guess if you want to take pictures, I mean, you could change that to where you could take pictures. So I guess when you click on it, the camera pop up. What else? I can't hate the chip. I'm sure the chip is going to be real good. I'm not even going to hate. But to be honest, does it make sense to even update from the 15 to the 16? Most people might do it because it's just a newer phone. But still, why would you want to spend all that money on something pretty much you got it's the same phone pretty much? Only difference is just the chip. And now you can reroute the mute button. That's it. Some people just gonna go out and go spend the money. They don't really care. I mean, you know, some people say we're not in a recession. They act like we're not. And they're just gonna spend all this money on something like that. But, you know, each your own. But I'm not hating. But yeah, I'm a Samsung fan. So you can see I got my phone. I'm recording on my S23 right now. My Sony camera, it's upstairs. I didn't want to go get it. I just wanted to throw this picture up, this video up. My brother sent it to me, so I was like, okay, let me watch it. Or let's do a review on it, whatever. But y'all tell me what y'all think, man. You guys gonna get the new iPhone 16? Even he said about the watch. The watch is the same thing. Nothing really changed. Just, I guess it's just gonna update the chip and that's it. The earbuds, for that price, that's not bad though. For $200, I can't even hate. And now you got Type-C. I ain't even gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate on it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. You guys gonna get it, or you guys gonna stick with y'all 15 or even the 14? I'm sure that from the 15 to the 16, the camera, the picture quality and video quality probably not gonna change that much. It's still kind of gonna be similar, you know. So y'all let me know. And and I can't believe this thing is still $3,500. The Apple Vision. That's crazy. I thought the price went down just a little bit. Nah, man, that's a lot of money. All right, guys, thank you for watching. You guys have a good one. Peace out. Boom, boom.